I'm Cindy, and I'm here on Zoom representing Indigo Yoga. I'm really feel honored and blessed to be part of your lives. I thank you very much for continuing to support Indigo Yoga. What we're going to do, this is a gentle yin class, so it's a nice stretch. It's going to be hopefully relaxing for you. If you have a blanket or a towel, that's great. What we'll do with that blanket and towel to begin with is we're going to turn it into a bolster. So you're going to take your blanket and open it to the quarter fold and then roll it up from the fold edge to the fringe edge. And you're going to take your little blanket bolster and you're going to place it parallel to the side edges of your mat, so it's long on the mat. Then we're going to come to sit in front of it, and we're going to lie back so that the bolster is under the length of your spine, from your lumbar spine to the back of your head. Cool. Once you get there, you're going to bring your legs to be extended if that feels good for you. Or you can come to constructive rest pose. That's when you bend your knees, soles of the feet on the outside edges of your mat, and your knees come together in the center to support one another. Or butterfly or diamond. So you're going to bring the soles of your feet together and let your knees splay open. Then your arms are going to expand at least 45 degrees, but even wider if that feels good for you. You can even come to cactus with your arms and let your hands and your forearms rest down. This is going to be much more of a stretch in your upper chest and your pecs, front of your shoulders. You choose that perfect shape of your pose. And then you start to take a few nice deep breaths here. So big breaths in through the nose and big breaths out through the mouth. And as you're breathing that way, you're letting go of tension and stress with each exhale, softening your body just a little bit more each time you release that stress and tension, so that ultimately the pose has no struggle at all, that you're just still and quiet and calm in your body and your mind. And you could keep taking just nice deep diaphragmatic breaths like that and feeling that beautiful sense of release on the exhale. Or you can return to your natural breath and notice how that feels today. Now, when I talk about your natural breath, I want you to notice where you experience the breath in your own body. The yin practice is a very personal practice. It moves very slowly. We're going to hold poses for periods of time. It gives you the opportunity to really explore how your breath is in your body today. I want you to feel the breath as it enters your nostrils. Notice that sensation, the temperature of the air, how the air feels as it glides up through the nostrils, and where do you feel it when it reaches that top point of your nose? And that's an interesting space. Notice that space with the breath. That point at which the inhale is at the highest point in your physical body. Good, and then notice how it feels as it starts to be in your throat, in the back of the upper palate there. Notice that little sensation of spaciousness right in the back of your throat, the back of your mouth. Wow, it's like expansive and huge, right? And then notice how it feels as it travels down your windpipe, that sensation maybe as it glides through your vocal cords, you can feel like that vibratory aspect of the breath. And then it glides down. And now notice in your chest where it starts to be entering your lungs. It's probably somewhere right around the upper heart space. And then you start to feel the lungs expand. Now, the lungs themselves are not muscles, so they require muscular involvement. So we're thinking about the diaphragm and the intercostal muscles, so the muscles between the rib cage, between the ribs of the rib cage. So as you inhale, feel your ribs actually expanding away from each other. And then as we start to consider the diaphragm, right, you start to feel the low ribs start to move and expand broad, and your belly will expand a little bit, the soft belly. Keep your belly soft here, a nice relaxed belly. Yeah, so there's all these little nuances of the breath on the inhale. Just taking the time to really investigate each sensation. And then when you start to think again of your natural breath, how do you experience your natural breath? Which one of those details or some other detail that I didn't even mention is more prominent in your body? But let's engage the Ujjayi breath here. So you're going to create that warm sound in your throat. There's a slight constriction of the back of the throat. It's like the sound when you're cleaning a mirror, right? You could open your mouth if you need to find that, again, that vibration in the throat, or you can keep your mouth closed. Just really just feeling that sensation and noticing how that vibration of the breath makes you feel in your heart, in your throat, and in your head. Good. If you want to place an intention on your practice or on your day, go ahead and do that now. And we'll use our breath to energize our intention. So with that intention in heart and mind, you're going to take a long, slow, lingering inhale. Spread that intention out to every cell in your body. And then lightly purse your lips and let the air glide out. No real effort there, just a flowing. And then come back, rebound to the inhale again. And it's a long, lingering inhale because you want to get that inhale all the way to the tips of your fingers and toes and to the crown of your head. Yeah, your whole body breathes it in. And then again, purse your lips lightly and let the air escape your lips to God's ear. And then one more breath that's perfect for you. Good. Slowly begin to bend your knees if you're not in constructive rest pose or butterfly. And we'll all draw our knees together and bring your feet together here. And then turn your palms down. So if you're in cactus, you're going to want to bring your arms down by your sides. And you're going, remember that you're on that little bolster that we made. And you're going to bring your knees from side to side. And then maybe if it helps you to counterbalance this, turn your head in the opposite direction. Good. Just let your hands be extra roots for you so that you're not tumbling from side to side. Good. Next time your knees go to the right, roll over to your right side to your fetal position of your sleeping baby so that you come off of your blanket bolster. And take a moment here in your side lying pose just to be with your intention, be with your breath. Hug your knees up a little bit tighter. Maybe tuck your chin down into your chest so you come into this womb-like position. Everything is safe and secure. And take a long, slow breath in. Let it go with a whispered sigh. Good. Slowly make your way to a tabletop position, hands and knees. Good, and we'll cat-cow here. So on your inhale, you're coming to the back bend of cow. So you're going to look up and lift your tail. And on the exhale, you're going to draw the pelvis forward, tilt your chin in towards your chest, and round up through the back of your heart. Good, and then we inhale and we come back to cow. And you keep moving on your breath. Let your breath inform the movement, and the movement create more depth to the breath. I mean, the beauty of yoga is that linking of movement and breath in a mindful way. So we're going to stay doing this for about a minute, and I want you to close your eyes and really feel what's happening in your body and your mind, in your spirit, emotionally, in whatever way you choose to examine this movement and this breath. So we're about halfway through that minute. If there's a different movement that your body wants to naturally move to, go ahead, shift your hips from side to side. Maybe your head needs to be moving in a certain way, circling it. Maybe you want your whole body to be moving in a circular way. Take your time, go slow, listen. And then making your way back to the neutral position of tabletop. I'm going to give you two options here. Option number one is take your right leg and stretch it out behind you and tuck your toes under and lean back to get that nice stretch in the back of your leg, hamstring, back of your knee and calf. Or go ahead and take a downward facing dog and pedal it out. What's in your practice today? If you decided to extend your right leg, stay on your right side. We'll come to your left side in the next cycle. Let's all come to child's pose. Reach your arms out in front of you as far as you can reach them so that your palms are pressing down into the mat and your elbows and forearms are lifted. And then as if you're drawing your hands back towards you, You're going to draw your shoulder blades down your back ribs so you feel that engagement in the lats, the muscles just below the shoulder blades in the center of your back. So it's like a lat pull if you've ever lifted weights, right? There's that pulling down of the shoulder blades in the shoulders and feeling it in the back. Good, and then release that and come back to a relaxed position. Good, now, again, extending your arms, bring your fingertips and thumbs onto the floor. So it's like you have two pink cupcakes under your hands and you don't want to smush the frosting. That would be bad. Press down into your fingertips and your thumbs and expand your shoulder blades here. So there's this winging out of the shoulders. So you feel that openness in the very center of your back, the muscles that connect your shoulder blades to your spine, the rhomboids. You want to feel that expansiveness right in the back of the heart. Breathe into that. Full deep breath so that even increases that little stretch that you're getting there. We hold so much tension in our bodies in that space. Let the breath air that out. Again, remember on the exhale, that's where we let go of all that junk that's in our body, right? Put out the garbage, let go of that tension, let go of that stress. Good, one more big breath in and out, and then make your way back to your tabletop position. And as promised, we'll move to the left side. If you extended one leg, you'll extend your left leg, curl your toes under, press back, get that nice stretch in the back of your left leg. And if you chose to go to downward facing dog, go to downward facing dog again and pedal it out. You want to move slowly here, cat-like, right? You want to feel that stretch down the entire back of your leg. And as you push the mat away with your hands and your arms and draw your ears between your biceps, between your upper arms, that brings that stretch from literally the soles of your feet up through the backs of your legs and then down your spine and into your arms and into the palms of your hands. The entire back of your body getting some love here. Good, let's take it back to a child's pose. This time, bring your knees together and let your body round out over your thighs. We're going to sweep our hands back behind you and let your backs of your hands rest on the floor to either side of your feet. Tuck your chin to your chest so that either your hairline or the crown of your head is on the floor. And then relax your shoulders and your elbows so the arms get heavy towards the floor. And again, just a nice stretch through the entire spine, the entire back of your body, the upper back, getting that expansive feeling in that space again between the shoulder blades and the back of your neck. Breathe into that. Let's do 3 rounds of full deep diaphragmatic breath here on your own breath pace. Good. Sweep your arms back out in front of you and come back to your tabletop position. We're going to take a few mini vinyasas here. So you're going to inhale and you're going to come forward to a modified plank. Knees are down. And you're going to exhale and you're going to come all the way down to your belly. Hug your elbows in towards each other. You're going to inhale and you're going to come to baby cobra. And you're going to exhale back to child's pose. So inhaling forward to modified plank, exhaling coming down to your mat, inhaling baby cobra, and exhaling back to child's pose. Let's go ahead and do a few more rounds like that on your own. If you really feel so inclined, I mean, this is a gentle yoga class. If you want to take a full vinyasa flow, go ahead. This is your yoga practice. My job here is to give you ideas, and your job is to interpret them how they're perfect in your own personal body and experience. One more time, complete your round. I'll give you the time to do so. And we're all going to meet back in child's pose. So from here, we'll slide through knees, chin, chest, and come onto your belly. And we'll be in Sphinx pose. So bringing your elbows right below your shoulders, forearms and the palms of your hands are resting on the floor. Your gaze is straight ahead. And here I want you to push your heart forward and lift up through the crown of your head. That's going to make your spine a little bit longer, the back of your neck a little bit longer. Good. And then step the tops of your feet to the corners of your mat. Give yourself a little space here in your hips. Even rock your hips a little bit from side to side. Good. We're going to take a couple of moments here in the back bend. Again, go ahead and close your eyes. Become aware of your natural breath. Notice how it feels when you're on your belly and there's constriction of the soft belly, right? You start to feel the breath a little bit more in your side ribs and back ribs of your body. Keep your breath in your nostrils. Take a long, luxurious inhale. And an equally long, luxurious exhale. Keep it in the nose. Good. Do that again. And one more time, as if you're smelling something that's just so lovely that you want it to last for a long time. And then come back to your natural breath for a few more moments. Let go of any tension that's in your jaw. Let your jaw release. Open your mouth. Let your lips soften. You can keep the breath in your nose or bring it into your mouth, either inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth, or just a soft breath in and out through the mouth. It's okay. Take a nice full deep breath in and a big breath out. So we're going to move to crisscross now. So you're going to take your right arm and you're going to thread it behind your left elbow, all the way through so that the elbow comes to the midline of your chest. And then you're going to take your left arm and you're going to cross it over the right arm so that they're crossed at the elbow. Palms are going to face down. And then you're going to lean the weight of your body into your arms. Let your chin drop into your chest or into your upper arms, depends on where you are here. And if you start to feel like there's a little bit more space here, that's where you caterpillar your fingers just a little bit to maybe draw a little bit deeper. Maybe your elbows even cross past one another here. Scan your body. Notice if you've picked up tension somewhere. So soften your feet, your calves, your thighs, your buttocks. Let the torso be heavy. Let your hands relax, even though they're somewhat pressed against the surface of the floor. Let your fingers relax. And again, your head is just heavy, so no tension in your neck here. Just allowing, releasing, letting gravity win the battle. Take a big breath in, and on the exhale, settle just a little bit more. Awesome. Let's come back to Sphinx pose, unwinding and coming back to the original position. And then we'll go to the other side. So gliding your left arm behind your right elbow. And then the right arm crosses over at the elbows, palms down. Dropping the weight of your head down into your chest or into your upper arms, and perhaps caterpillaring your fingers to come slightly deeper into the crossing of your arms and back to the breath. Using the breath in whatever way you need to find just a little bit more depth to your pose. Again, just sinking deeper on the exhale, scanning your body to remove any tension. Take a big breath in and exhale, soften a little bit more. Great, let's transition back to Sphinx pose. And here I'll give you two things to consider for Shavasana. You could come to crocodile, where you stack your hands or forearms and rest your forehead down on the back of your arms, staying in this belly side down pose. Or you can come to roll over onto your back to a more traditional form of Shavasana, corpse pose, constructive rest pose, or reclined butterfly. And here I'm going to part with you. I encourage you to stay in your Shavasana for at least 7 minutes. 20 is even more perfect. And if you want to take a nap from here, I'm not going to judge you. And so I wish you all a wonderful day. Stay home and stay safe. I miss you and love you all. Namaste.